Come on, Adam. This crap again.
Come on, Dunkles, just get on with it already.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Pour me another one. Make it a strong one. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
Evening, gentlemen. Salute.
Oh.
Why is the rum always...
So first order of business, do we have anybody to interview this week?
No, we don't. It's like apparently we have no sound.
What sound?
What Randall says.
Colin said so also.
It was a great intro. Well, cheers. You can hear us okay, though? You can hear Joe when Joe speaks?
Audio 1, 2. Can you hear me? Yes or no?
No. This would be a great time to welcome you all here and talk to you a little bit about Amway. Oh, yeah, just, and I can't hear Adam now either. So
You did himself.
So we're all kind of lucky here. Adam's gone mute on us, and
Adam's not mute. Is that better?
There you
go. That's really strange. Maybe they're just messing with you. Oh, they found you. They can hear you now.
All right. Can't see your hand, but I can hear you.
It's not picking your mic up from a different laptop, is it? Yeah, Darcy. Well, I guess Alabama's kind of like Newfoundland, so yeah, the 30-minute delay would make sense.
Oh, what's that?
Thank you, Randall. Randall quite likes my Christmas tree. I went all out with the decorations, as you can see, making it very merry. So we don't, while Adam works on the issues there, I guess Joe and I can just sort of ramble on.
Yeah. So, guys, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for watching. We're kind of going to do rambling tonight, just kind of cover some things. We're what, in about a 16-day window before we either start driving or we end up being there on the 4th.
Yeah, it's coming real fast.
Yeah, we can hear Adam, even though you guys can't. So a couple things. I know you guys saw the message Adam posted up on the group me. He's posted up, I think, on the Dad's page, on the DDC7 page. The shirts apparently are in. Adam or Adam's wife will have those in hand sometime tomorrow before Adam gets home. And we'll get some sort of picture, camera, shot, cell phone special of what they look like once they're in Adam's hand when he gets home tomorrow from work. So excited to see that. If you guys have been following along, Adam did a great design for DDC7 with a little tribute to CJ on them. Hopefully everybody's noticed that Adam's asking for a little kickback on those shirts to kind of help support the cost of him getting those shirts done. So I think he said the average cost per shirt is somewhere around $10. So
10 or 11 there, I think.
11?
Something like that.
Or 12. We'll just keep raising them. It's for charity, right? Adam's charity.
It's the Feed Adam charity, yes.
So everybody will have a DDC7 shirt. He ordered quite a few extras, made sure that everybody was covered, I believe. So we can't wait to see those. Another one of the things we kind of wanted to bring up tonight is, can I give you Canadian money? That stuff's no good in the South. It can't even afford a Mickey bar with Canadian cash.
That hurts. It's true, but it hurts.
House supplies. So one of the other topics that we wanted to make sure we bring up is we're not staying on property this year, guys. For those that are in the party house, we're staying off at Reunion Resort. Thing to keep in mind is there's not going to be any housekeeping there, which means there also won't be any Disney soaps and shampoos and stuff to keep us clean with. So,
but there won't be any Disney toilet paper.
There won't be any cray paper, correct? Yes.
We'll be getting good stuff.
You guys pipe up when you hear Adam chime in. He's been playing with his mic, so let us know if you can start hearing him, because we can hear him the whole time. So I don't know at what point you guys pick him up. But anyway,
you can hear me now.
Think so?
Yeah, because I'm listening on the YouTube channel over here.
You got it. Okay. I'm turn that down so it doesn't. But anyway, house supplies. We're going to go shopping when we get in. We're going to take an inventory of the house first on check-in day, which is Monday the 7th. Go just kind of see what's there, what's not there, and kind of get an idea of what we might extra need to pick up when we go shopping. So we know we're going to need to cover toilet paper and paper towels and some paper plates and miscellaneous stuff like that because we don't have to do dishes the whole time we're there. Especially with that many guys in the house, we'll be doing dishes every half hour or every day at least. So we're going to get some disposable stuff to go along with that. And if you guys have any personal preferences around soaps or shampoos and stuff you want to bring, feel free. If you got a secret stash of Disney soaps and shampoos that you've been hoarding from your vacations, feel free to bring those as well, too. There are 5 bathrooms in that house. So there'll be some overlaps in the guys sharing bathrooms in different parts of the houses and in the annex and stuff.
Well, and we're down to 12 guys now.
Yep.
So
for those that didn't catch it, Aaron posted up that he's not going to be able to make it. And then Jeff's also stated he's not going to be able to make it. So those are 2 guys that have dropped out of the house, bringing us down to 12.
Yeah. We're really going to miss them, but, we're with you guys there in spirit for sure. And we know you're there with us in spirit, and we'll have a drink in your honor.
Absolutely.
We'll have one right now.
Some of the live streams and some of the shenanigans, Absolutely, Randall. We plenty of room. Yep. I even found a $97 flight for Tim today. I was like, now what?
We know Paul's got the okay.
Yeah, we know Paul's got the kitchen pass. That's already been declared. But so yeah, as far as house supplies goes, we're gonna go shopping. We're gonna get some things and make sure we have at least some toiletry whatnots. So again, bring your preferences if you have a preference to shampoo or soaps or whatever. If not, we can always go to the store and hit a local CVS or something and find what you guys need. Soap, we're gonna probably pick up some Tide Pods and stuff so that there's plenty of laundry detergent available in case somebody's only packing for half their stay or whatever. So there's the opportunity to do laundry since there are 2 sets in the house, between the house and the annex anyway. Another thing, arrivals. I know you guys have been posting up in some of the chat and some on the Facebook about when your flights are coming in. Some of y'all are getting earlier flights, so kudos to you for the guys that are getting to come in earlier. That's great. Been trying to keep those posted up on the Facebook page next to your name in the announcements under the DDC7 page. So if I see them, I'll add them in there just in case you guys start to overlap and want to share an Uber or Lyft or something from the airport. There's a good chance that may be able to come pick some of you up depending on where we're at in the parks and what timing is and things like that. No guarantees. If you're coming in, crack of dawn, Chris, or late at night, Murray, you guys may have to grab an Uber because, especially for the nighttime staff,
we're gonna be drunk.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to drive. Yeah. But anyway, look forward to seeing you guys at the house. Definitely can't wait for you to get there. It's gonna be a great time. Somebody did say shenanigans. I don't remember who it was, but Darcy, I have an extra Notre Dame blanket in case you need it, so I'll bring that for you. So what else we got?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Much. I think everybody's got the list of the daily events, what our fast passes are, group photos, meals, all that stuff. That's all posted up on the DDCC Rocks page.
Yep.
On Facebook as well as the web page.
So Adam, now that you have a voice, what was your estimated cost on the shirt?
They're right at $10 a shirt.
Okay.
Some of them were a little cheaper, some of them were a little more, but the average was 10-ish.
Okay. So again, guys, just kind of help cover the cost. Be great. Let's see, what else? Arriving at the house, Adam will get the information here probably about a week or so before we're due to arrive. He'll post that up with address information so you all have it all in one spot.
For house guests, I believe I have your phone number and I have your email address and we have the group me. Once I get everything, I will post it out as soon as I get it. But try not to post it too early so people don't lose it and start asking me 40 times, or they'd be at the gate, go, what's the code to get in, man?
Yeah. Take the.
Yeah, my technical advice
you're
on
all
that.
Adults.
Easy.
You're all adults. When we send out the address and the code number, save it to your phone in the contacts list or note or whatever. Write it on your arm. Write it on your forehead. Please return to. That's not a bad idea for Carl.
Yeah, if found, please return to this address. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, take the onus on yourself to just save that information in a secure location. Don't depend on it in chat because 30 minutes today, 107 messages, you buggers.
We're rolling, man.
Yeah,
we're pretty excited.
So yeah, like Terry said, go ahead and just create a contact in your contact list for the DDC party house, whatever you want to call it, and then put the address in there and the gate code, all that stuff will still be handy and ready to go. And then when you get to the airport, for those of you that are flying in, like I said, if you need to grab a Lyft or an Uber, you have the address, you can just pop that in and have the driver go straight there. You're good to go.
Yeah. And we'll have all that information for you by the Monday that we check in, if not before.
Yep. So we're planning on doing another live stream on the 27th. And then we're going to do one more on the 3rd, right before we all head down, or at least Adam and I, at least. We do have a guest that we're going to bring on potentially on the 3rd. I'm not sure. We haven't had a conversation.
The 27th or the 3rd. Don't know yet.
The 3rd. Related to our Give the Kids the World event. So guys, hopefully you're available to watch that one because it'll be the guy that we've been coordinating with on this whole event at Give Kids the World, who's going to help talk us through not only what they do and whatnot, but what some of the things to do at the village are. So it'll be good to have him.
Awesome because he'll be able to give us a bit of a preview, even more so than what David was able to provide us with. What jobs and tasks we might be doing.
Sure, it'd be a good opportunity to connect. Let's see what else. I know there's.
Y'all let me know if y'all lost me again.
You got to talk every now and then, so we can check.
Yeah, I'm trying to check this, but again tonight I'm working out of a hotel room, so I'm losing a lot of. I'm having a lot of issues. And I'm just trying to keep at least where we keep it streaming and everything's still going. All right, so they stay, I'm still there. So that's great. So good deal. We're going to keep rolling then.
Yeah, this is kind of a dry run of the mobile broadcast. This is what we're going to look like once we get to Trader Sam's or God knows where else. This is his dry run. So
I'm broadcasting from the 12 in downtown Atlanta. I can on the 15th floor. I can look out and have a nice scenery of downtown Atlanta, which looks like crap. But we're going to do this tonight and see how it goes. A couple things, because I was switching headgears and headphones, so I want to make sure we touch on anything. Shirts, $10 a piece. Pay me in cash when you see me. If you can't find $10, plead your case, and maybe I'll give you one. Or you can, get me a drink or something. Yeah, you can get me a drink somewhere.
Yeah, that's
as far as housing arrangements, the guys in the house, we should have plenty of beds. We should have plenty of room since we have 2 guys. I'm not going now. I truly hate because I was truly looking forward to spending some time with both of the guys that are no longer coming. Not to diss any of you guys that are coming and staying with us, but I have a unique relationship with those two guys, and they're going to be definitely missed. You new guys are missing out.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to miss. I mean, that's why we keep telling you guys every year. If you've missed this year, if you didn't come, you got to come next year. It's so much fun.
So December the 27th or January the 3rd, we will have a special guest. Our special guest is going to be, I totally lost his name here. I was going to look it up and have it on. Steve Amos from Give Kids the World. He is one of their program coordinators. And we're going to try to have him on and do a little interview and let him tell us a little bit more about Give Kids the World so we can have some more up-to-date info and hopefully have a little bit more. He agreed to keep our contribution page up and running until we tell him to cut it off, and I told him to cut it off on Tuesday after we finish our day at Give Kids the World. We're going to try to take the mobile lab here out a couple of times after we get done with that. We're not going to do any live recording on property. We'll ask about that before we do anything, if we can do a couple interviews with staff or something while we're there, but we're not going to do anything because that would be an infringement on the privacy of the people that would be there. But we will try to do several other things to let you guys see some of you may have never even seen it. So I want y'all to be able to see that. We want to be able to do those kind of things. Mobile lab, we're going to try to go. It looks like now Joe and I are planning on being there on the 4th of January.
You bastards.
We're going to be there on the 4th of January. I think Joe's going to start driving on the 3rd. I'm going to leave sometime. It really depends on, I'll make that decision once I get the clearance from FERC, whether or not this transition is going to happen. If it does, then aloha Birmingham, Atlanta, and Alabama, and Georgia, and hello Florida sunshine. God, it better be warm this year.
It's called the Sunshine State. It better prove itself this year.
Yeah, I want warm weather. I want sunshine. But anyway, part of the reason Joe and I made the decision today that we're going to go down and try to be there on the 3rd is through the 5th, they're still doing the special Christmas stuff. It's still up and running. So that's good. We want to see that. We might shoot a little video. We're going to hang out. The Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam fireworks show still going on, and the projection show on Tower of Terror. So we'll try to video that and live stream that and have some fun and talk and hang out. Joe and I both have some new toys. We'll try to do some multi-angles. The fact that this laptop that I'm running the show off of tonight actually fits in my small backpack, there is no telling what we're going to concoct. I've got
turn on your subscribe on YouTube and set your alerts up because you never know when we might be live.
If you want to catch all the rum rambling updates when we do our stuff that goes to our channel here that we've kind of themed and branded, please hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. There's a little bell. If you hit that subscribe button, that bell, number one, it helps us boost our subscriber rating so that we can get branded channel and not have this weird username thing. We can get a branded channel. And number two, you're going to see some pretty cool stuff because we're going to have some fun. We're going to probably do some post-production videos while we're down there. Joe and I have some really cool toys that we can do some first-person videoing. We're going to try to do. It's really hard to live stream rides because the Wi-Fi and the cell signal cut out in a lot of the buildings. But we're going to do some multi-view matchups of some of the rides and do some post-production afterwards. So you will get to see the full facial expression of Terry riding Rock and Roller Coaster.
Or depending on the amount of rum.
Or depending on the amount of rum, you might get to see Terry's rum. So we're gonna do some of that. We're gonna do some sitting around, do some interviews. We have for Give Kids the World, we have Randall agreeing to cart around Mr. Penguin. Mr. Penguin is going to make his return to Disney World after 5 years. It's been 5 years since Mr. Penguin's been to Disney World. Mr. Penguin is looking forward to it. Shout out to Michael Williams for providing Mr. Penguin to one of my daughters years ago and making her walk around World Showcase carrying Mr. Penguin. She was 13. And if any of you know my oldest, since she has scoliosis, she's very short and she's very petite. The Penguin was almost as big as she was. And Mike and I, had a lot of fun at her expense, toting around that Penguin. So it's going to be fun to see what Randall can come up with. He's agreed to do things. We're going to take basically it's make a bid of I will make a donation to Give Kids the World for X number of dollars if you do this with Mr. Penguin. And
G-rated.
Yeah, it's got to be G-rated because we're family friendly. We're at Disney World. We got nothing kicked out. But I mean, to see Randall ask, a random cast member to pet his penguin, it's going to be pretty funny. We might even get Mr. Penguin his own seat on some rides if you pony up enough, so that we can talk a cast member. We will talk a cast member to letting that penguin ride the ride. And we will video said such conversation of trying to talk the cast member into this. We are contemplating a possibility of one night. We thought about having a Mickey bar eating contest or an ice cream eating contest. Are you telling me to hush? You telling me to hush? You don't want me to tell this? Okay. Well, we're thinking about doing this, and I've been sort of talked into entering this Mickey bar eating contest, and it will be how many Mickey bars can Joe consume versus Adam consuming and actually passing out from a sugar coma. and see if Joe can keep going after I have already hit the ground.
The
effects
of a dozen Mickey bars on two guys who are doing keto.
Yeah.
We need Zerf's diagrams to the nearest bathrooms, I think.
What I was thinking was maybe we need somebody that's a lightweight drinker, and for every Mickey bar that I take in, they have to take a double shot.
I'm a lightweight drinker. You provide the rum.
I can't eat that many. I can't eat enough Mickey bars to knock you out. The Canadian conversion factor there is just, I've already tried to drink a Canadian under the table once in my life. I'm not going to do that again. That got me in trouble. That can't. Terry, when we're not on the air, ask me that story.
There you go.
It's a great story. It's almost up there. Well, it's close to Timmy almost getting in a fight on the boardwalk. It almost got me fired. So, what else we got to talk about tonight?
So we're talking about donations and the interview with the guy from Give Kids the World. One of the things I want to bring up is if you guys haven't noticed lately on the page, there was a small bump in donations in the past month. So kudos to you guys who've shared the link, who've tried to get other podcasters and streamers to mention the DisDads Give Kids the World event. Thank you. We are sitting at, I believe, 2273 right now. Because we had such an early bumped up, we raised our team progress goal to 5,000. So keep sharing. Keep trying to get more people to donate. Paydays are coming, right? So
our goal was $2,500.
Our initial goal, yes.
Our initial goal was $2,500 when we set it up. And it looks like if we have any success this week, going into Christmas, going into paydays and whatever, we will blow through that goal.
Yeah.
I will be thrilled if we actually make it to 3,500 or 4,000 by the time we go to Give Kids the World. I will be ecstatic and feel like we have really succeeded our mission here if we come up with 5,000.
Yeah, not only have we done a great thing for Give Kids the World, I think, at least for this year, we've put our name on the map about who the DisDads are and what we're capable of. Because it's first time during DDCC that we're actually volunteering at Give Kids the World. And
we're going to make this a yearly
thing. Cash. So this is huge for the name of the DisDads and who we are in the community. We're
going to try to make this a yearly thing. I talked to Steve, and what we're going to do is once we shut down this year's, and we're gonna go on every year. We're gonna go on year to year to the DDC, and that way we end a fundraiser. Our fundraising year will end at DDC every year. So we're gonna start our fundraiser right after we get done this year. I don't know what Carl's plans are with the auction. We've kind of talked about it a little bit, and one of the things that we talked about was the possibility of pushing. We'll take what few items we have, but we may push the auction out to July 4th. And so we have two big events every year. We have a auction in the middle of the summer, and then we have a convention get together in the winter. So every 6 months we have something that we're working towards, and we run our fundraiser all year. There are a few groups out there that have raised between $20,000 and $120,000. Everybody else, besides those 4 or 5, are down in the $500 to $1,500 range. So we're actually up in the top 10 of groups that have raised money so far this year for Give Kids the World. So doing a little research, there's a couple that did over $100,000. We don't have the listenership, nor do we have the sponsorship to kick off over $100,000 right now. We don't have that kind of follower. We don't have 200,000 followers. You guys get out and do it. Who knows? We might come up with 200,000 followers. We come up with 200,000 followers. Joe and I may have to find us another line of work. Right? Well, hell, we get 1,000 followers, and Joe and I'll start doing this full time.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing I wanted to kind of bring up. Adam and I have committed, I think we're pretty much on this pattern, and I think Terry is too, of DDC every year. So as your host, we've already started the conversations about next year, right? So there's plenty of planning going on. Like Adam said, he's working with Gift is the World. We're going to keep the page going through our volunteer day this year, and then we're going to reset it for next year. We're going to continue to do these broadcasts, these live streams for you guys, because we think this year has gone by really fast. And it's been very fun for us to not only talk about it as the months go on, but to include you guys as the months go on. The fact that many of you guys, specifically the ones in the house, ponied up and said, I want to go this year and I want to be in that house, was tremendous response, right? We were full by March for the most part.
We're going to unveil. Uh-oh. You still there, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to unveil 4 potential possibilities for DDC 8 during DDC 7. So hopefully you guys that are there will either go, man, I'm in. I'm thinking of Darcy. I'm willing to host a convention up here. Darcy, I might come up there and stay with you if my summer goes like it did this past year. I'll have to get the hell out of here. It got hot down here. I don't like real hot and I don't like real cold.
You can come here.
I'm a middle of the road kind of guy. But we're gonna reveal. I think we've got 4 possible plans. One of them is a house possibility that sleeps. What is it? 36. Is that what we said, Joe?
Yeah.
But we were going to cut it off at like 28.
Yeah, it's 36 or 32, but either way, expect a bigger house than this year. If we filled this one up as quick as we did, we'll have to check the feelings in the group and see who's coming back next year and who's excited to come for the next year, who didn't get to come this year. We think we can do it. So,
yeah. One of the reasons we're already talking about 2020 or DDC 8 is because Star Wars Land will open. They say late fall, 2019. Well, you know what? It's officially late fall 2018 right now. Winter doesn't start until the 21st. Isn't that the 21st? Isn't Friday the first day of winter? Something like that.
I think so.
So anywho, they could wait till after Thanksgiving to actually launch the Star Wars expansion in Disney World. If they do that, and it's only been open a month, when we go to DDC, it will be nuts.
Even if they open in October, when real Thanksgiving is, they won't. It's still going to be insanely busy. So, right at the 11-month window, people are going to want to be booking rooms for DVC, and that, because I don't know if you're going to get a room come 11 months less a day. It's going to be a busy year.
If you're DVC.
If you're DVC, but it's going to be similar for all the properties. If you book a day outside your window, it's going to be tough.
And with them going to tiered pricing for everything and premium pricing for everything, I have a sneaking suspicion that you're going to see an uptick in points required, an uptick in dollars per room.
Well, for DVC, they can only do so much with that. Not much beyond what they've already said there, or what they've already done with points to premium seasons. But yeah, for ticket pricing, you're right. Ticket pricing is gonna go up for that time because they can.
Yeah, we're seeing them nibble at everything, right? So we've seen them nibble at the menu prices. We've seen them nibble at parking prices. Just made an announcement not too long ago here last week or week before last about dues for DVC going up. So
if we swing this next year, I learned a lot this year doing this. I was glad that Joe and Terry stepped up and helped me cover some of the costs that I screwed up on. I appreciate that, guys. My big mouth and my math skills screwed up some things and didn't take into account a couple of stuff. You guys go into the house, don't worry about it. The house is paid for. It's fully covered. It's all done. But the reality is that when it was all said and done, the money that I collected from everybody really was the money to cover the cost of the house and the insurance and the pool heat. Basically, it covered the house. It really didn't cover the extras. Any of the extra stuff that we're doing, like buying supplies for the house and stuff that we're doing, Joe and Terry and I covered just because we're actually staying a day or two longer than everybody else is. So we decided we would pay a little extra. And so that's kind of the way it all worked out. Because originally most guys that were saying they were coming were only going to come for the 4 or 5 days, and we had the house for 9. But now everybody's pretty well expanded that out.
And we're glad you guys are coming.
And we're glad. But again, that's just lessons learned. I'm throwing out lessons learned. We've learned lessons. We'll do better on our math. We will look better towards some things, and we will come up with a better plan. And having done that, we have some ideas for some different housing situations. We're going to toss out a bunch of stuff, but we're actually going to try to formalize our plan for DDC 8 by the time we're done with DDC 7.
Yeah.
So when we have our Rum Ramblings highlights show of DDC 7, we will begin unveiling the plans for DDC 8.
So it will remain a little bit fluid, because if Disney goes and makes the parks open an hour earlier and an hour later each day, if you stay on site, or giving priority access to 2 on-site guests like they've done, that may sway us a little bit for 8. But
Yeah,
the house certainly looks like a good way to go. Unless we kill each other by the end of DDC 7, and then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, DDC 7, we may go, this won't work, and we have to boot it and do something else. Everybody gets
it doesn't work. I'm going to blame far too many Mickey bars during the competition. And
Adam had a sugar meltdown and killed somebody.
Yeah. Darcy's wondering if there's a bootlegger nearby. I'm assuming he means a maritime definition of bootlegger, and there are nearby liquor stores, which is what passes in Florida for bootleggers.
Darcy says, planning on drinking, nothing to go. Do you know how this came about? This whole thing this year came about after Adam came down from a national championship win and was we kicked this off that night, didn't we, Terry?
Yeah.
and then the night after that, we said okay, and we kind of finalized it. We called Joe. And little did we know Joe was still in town. If we'd known Joe was still in town, we just told him to come over.
Just an hour up the street.
If you'd have called, we'd come got you. Well, I wasn't in no condition that night to get anybody.
Yeah, Darcy, if we're I'm sure you remember WKRP. We're like Dr. Johnny Fever. Our brains work faster the more lubricated they get.
So anybody coming down that is coming in and needs a liquor store, I want you to go ahead and write this down. There's 2 places you want to look for. One of them is an ABC Spirit and Wine, and let me get the other one. I wrote down.
Yeah, ABC is a great one. I've been to their one on the northeast side of property.
I was trying to find the one that we went to last year that was that warehouse that we went to. Total Wine and More is the other one. Yeah. Both of those are about the size of a CVS or a little bigger.
A little bigger here.
And the ones in Orlando, those are the 2 bigger stores. That one we went to last year, it was a Total Wine and More on the edge of Kissimmee.
Yep.
It was humongous.
It's similar to a Bevmo, a little smaller, but similar to a Bevmo. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those that in the Midwest and West.
Yeah. But if you stop at some of the smaller stores, especially around the near property or whatever, you're going to get jabbed pretty hard.
Yeah. And your size varieties aren't going to be that great either. They're going to typically have like one size, and that's what you deal with.
And the Walmart, there is a Walmart Supercenter off of 192 on the way to the house, and they do have a beverage stop in the front of that store, and the prices are pretty good there. They just don't have a huge variety. If it's standard stuff you're looking for, if you want a Tito's, you want mid-shelf, mid-tier stuff, their prices are on point with anybody else in town, if not cheaper. Most every one of them stays open till about midnight that we went to. The Walmart one, I think, is open 24/7.
Google it.
Yeah, Google's your friend, buddy. I actually have that on my internal. We have Skype for Business internal, and people message me all the time and ask me stuff. And the header on mine, it says, "Google is your friend. Quit asking."
What about beer? Real beer you have to bring with you, Darcy. I'm not sure who carries real beer. There's a lot of American flavored water for sale.
You're talking about you want high gravity stuff. Darcy, there's several of the places that are nearby. Florida changed their growler laws a couple years ago, and a couple of the breweries in town have brew pubs. If you want high gravity, or if you want growlers of beer, they charge about $2.50 for the glass growlers, and about $5 to fill them. That's 64 ounces. So for $7.50, you can get 64 ounces of decent stuff.
Depending on how far our cash goes, we'll try to pick up some of the popular items, the Jai and
yeah, and depending on what's going on, we might make a run to Tampa, because I'm really thinking about going to the Joffrey's factory and getting a case of coffee.
Wait, when did you start driving a DeLorean? You need a time machine for everything we're grabbing.
He keeps talking about time that we don't have. I thought we were booked.
I'm coming in on Thursday. I mean on Friday. Thursday. I might be there on Thursday now. Who knows?
I mean on Thursday. Who knows?
So I mean the amount of stuff that Joe and I can get accomplished in the daylight hours, Friday and Saturday, is going to be will amaze you. You've been shopping with me, Terry. It's okay. I'm done. All right.
It's a sprint. It's not a marathon. It's not a rambling, meandering around. It's a sprint.
There is a list. There is what is acquired, and then there's a checkout process, and we're done.
Yeah.
It is
don't peruse and browse.
Yeah. Joe's been to me at Sam's.
Get it, grab it, let's go.
I thought Carl was going to kill me before we got out of Sam's that day. He's like, holy crap, dude. I'm like, it's over here. It's over there. It's over there. I had things to do and places to be.
Cutting into drinking time.
Yeah, exactly. But so the one thing that I will say, guys that are coming to the house, or even guys that are come by the house or whatever, if you've got some things that are your go-to stuff that you want, you just tell him you're coming to see us. Give him mine or Joe or Terry's name and the address. I actually don't think that there's a guard fully on duty, so you should be good to go, Todd. We'll know a little bit more once we actually get in there. This is my first time staying in this community. I know a couple of the communities I stay in, they're kind of about it, but this one's a little different because it's a golf community, so there's people coming and going all the time. Yeah. So we will have that information to everybody beforehand.
Yep.
Yeah.
We promise you, if you're on the ways of communication for DDCC, it's really good if you're on the group me. The house guys need to be in the house one. The DDC attendees, you might want to be on the DDC one, because that's just an easy, quick way. It works everywhere on property. If you've got Wi-Fi, or if you've got cell signal, it just works. It worked out great for us last year. Now, granted, you get 5,000 messages an hour. But guess what? You also know where everybody's at.
Right.
I was able to do some scripting, and I have 30-minute reminders that will go out to the group me before every event. Hopefully they work. I'm going to put some fake events on the calendar in the next week or so, and so people in the group me should be getting some fake event reminders. So that should be pretty cool. It's 30 minutes before time. It'll say, hey, 30 minutes from now, we have a reservation at, blah, blah, blah place. There'll be a bunch of ride sharing. We might get you to the party. We might send somebody. My possibility of having a 12 or 15 passenger van fell through. I'm not going to get into that on an open broadcast. but I've got a 7-passenger MDX that I'll have. I think somebody else that's coming to the house said they were actually renting a minivan, because they got a discount on it. I don't remember who it was. So we'll have a couple of that. We can get around and do that kind of stuff. Doc said he would actually cart a few folks around if need be. We don't want to wear him out too much because he's actually still working down there and overtake his generosity. But I appreciate Doc for helping out and being willing to, since he's living down there.
Yeah.
As far as getting home from the party, plan
Uber and Lyft are your friends?
Uber and Lyft are your friends, or sleep on the yard outside. But I will not, I will promise you this, I will be at least cognitive enough. If you are intoxicated at any of our get-togethers, I will knock you down and take your keys away. And yes, Jay, I will Rochambeau you in the nuts, and you will give up your keys. I don't care how big you are.
You'll just gotta use them as a speeding bag.
That's about the right height. So yeah, that's one thing I'm pretty doggone. I don't mess around with that.
Yeah, there's no drinking and driving, guys. Plain and simple. Just don't do it. Uber rides $15.
At the most, it's $15 from the house to anywhere on property.
Yeah.
It may even be cheaper. Speaking of which, everybody, if you're coming to DDC 7, go ahead and install Uber and Lyft on your phone. Or if you don't already have it installed, shoot me or Joe a message that say, "Hey, I don't have it. I've never used it," and we will send you an invite so everybody can start getting some free codes. Because my last few trips down there, I've had $15 and $20 worth of codes that I've been able to use, and they take like $2 to $5 off each ride. So we can share codes and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. If people do have special requests, special needs, if you've got allergies to something, let us know so that we're not stocking the house with something that you might be allergic to, when we can pick item B over here for at the same time that you're not. So if you've got like a severe allergy, if you've got a nut allergy or something, I mean a genuinely serious allergy, we do need to know that. Let Joe, Terry, or myself know. And, we won't, I promise you, if it's serious, I mean, like, Carl's out there saying he's allergic to BS. And Joe, that's why he swelled up and looks the way he is, right? He's allergic to himself.
So now we know what's wrong with Jay. He's allergic to booze. We know what the problem is now. Everything has been explained. But seriously, I've got a kid that has a nut sensitivity. She's not allergic to not really allergic to them, but she has a sensitivity. We don't mess around with that in my house. By the way, if you need an EpiPen or have that kind of allergy, please bring your EpiPen with you and tell somebody where it is. We need everybody to be safe. I really don't want to have to fish somebody out of the pool.
We have, in the past 6 DDCs, at least 3 personal visits to Celebration. We don't want to repeat any of those. We've seen Celebration enough, and we don't want you guys to have to go check it out. So again,
as beautiful a hospital as it is, we've seen it enough.
Let's take the right precautions, be safe, and make sure everybody has a great time. There will be plenty of booze, there'll be plenty of drinking, there'll be plenty of great time. We just don't need that great of a time.
I do have a carton of bubble wrap. I'm going to bring down. We're going to wrap Carl in that. Yes, I don't want to make any trips to Celebration. Unless we're going to Celebration for a reason besides the hospital.
Besides the hospital, yeah.
Besides the hospital. I'm doing the 5K. You better. But see,
I did the 5K.
You can interpret that any way you want to. Does he want us to come see him at the 5K, or does he want us to come see him in Celebration after the 5K?
Oh, that'll be after.
So I mean, you can take that either way.
At 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning is yeah.
My interpretation of that is he going to be at the hospital after the 5K?
Yeah, it's Jay. You never know.
If he breaks his foot again, so help me God, I'm gonna cut it off. I'm just gonna take the meat cleaver to it.
I think if he does that, he'll let you.
Just lop it off. We'll just call him JPEG. Speaking of, I made the JPEG, J whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm driving down Peachtree earlier this afternoon, and I look up and I pass the Fox, and the Fox is this. I don't know. Y'all probably heard of the Fox or whatever. Some of you have. Some of you haven't. It's the Fabulous Fox in Atlanta. It's one of the oldest theaters. Blah blah blah. And they're showing the thing upcoming events. In a couple of days, T-Pain is here. A couple of days later, Gucci Mane. A couple of days later, the Grateful Dead. It's like, that's a mismatch of whatever. And I thought most of the Grateful Dead was dead. And then there was another one. Driving and Crying was mixed in there. And I'm like, and then there, on the sides of that is the Nutcracker Ballet. I'm like, holy crap, who schedules their talent? I'm like, you can have a riot in the middle of the week. That's a lot of variation. We have 12 people watching this tonight.
What's 14?
I thought
Thank you guys for watching. I absolutely appreciate it. Please
Remember,
subscribe down below.
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button down at the bottom there. It's shaped like a little bell. We've got 45 subscribers. We need 55 more. So find us 55 more subscribers. Hit that bell down in the corner. Because your friends don't want to miss the shenanigans in which we might partake in coming up. Terry's headspace is for rent. We will paint that. The only reason we want to get to 100 subscribers, Jay, and after that we don't care. If we get to 100 subscribers, it lets us brand the channel any way we want to, and we can get rid of the YouTube branding and the YouTube ads. So that frees up, it makes it more ours and not so much Google's. So that's the only reason, the 100 subscribers is a goal, and it lets us free up to do some things. So that's the only reason we're pushing that. Other than that, we don't care. There is no sponsor to Rum Ramblings. It is purely a project of love. And, frankly, because we enjoy doing it, we would probably still be doing this whether there was 1 or 12 or 20 or 50 people watching this, because it's
DDCC is going to happen.
It's going to happen. We're going to ramble. We're probably going to drink rum, whiskey, or some other beverage. There might or might not be a gallon of undisclosed liquor coming with me. That might or might not be very, very high proof.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Mountain water. So
you guys that are watching, do you have any questions? Anything you've thought about since the last show? Something you can ask?
Yeah, ask your questions away.
We think we've covered everything. I mean, from all the planning, all the sharing, all of these live streams, we try to give you guys as much information as possible. So If we missed anything, let us know.
I have the volume up, laugh in the room. So, Debbie, we understand that Carl has a secret drawer full of cash that he hides to bring to DDC in order to purchase beverages with. It'll take 15 seconds before it gets to him. And then he has to decide to type. Man,
hope you guys went car shopping and found something, got things straightened out. If not, then good luck. Keep on the search.
Yeah.
Hope the insurance settles up with you. Everything goes well, and it's not too big a deal. If it's too big a deal, we'll pull some money together and at least maybe buy your brunch one day. I won't agree to pay his beer tab. I've seen that. I'll come out cheaper buying his lunch.
Eat him a holiday sandwich at Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah, I'll buy buying his brunch at California Grill will be cheaper than his beer tab. I believe it's the nightstand. It's right next to the stinky oil. Don't be put off by the smell. It's right there under it.
It's a disguise.
But yeah, we will keep doing this. I think we're going to try after we get home in January. We'll have a wrap-up show, a back-home wrap-up show. We'll probably do a wrap-up show on Tuesday night while we're there, but then the next week we'll do a wrap-up show and an unveiling of our plans for DDC 8. And then we'll probably cut back to about bi-weekly on this.
Yeah, so as much as we've interviewed some of you guys to introduce you to the group and get to know you before DDCC, we may do some of these shows and kind of do a summary interviews to find out what did you think, especially the new guys, right? What did you think of the first DDCC? What did you like? What did you not like? What could we do different? Because again, we want to build on it, and we want to take everybody's input and say, what can we do to make it even better next year? We've made number 7. 8 will be even better.
Well, let me ask you this, and you guys, we've got 12 guys watching this, and I hadn't even said this to Terry and Joe. Would you guys, you want us to do live interviews for all those or those wrap-up shows, or would you be okay if we sit down one-on-one and kind of do it like, I don't know, say like, reality TV and do the whole interview somebody one-on-one off script, camera, record it, and then edit it into some of our shows or upload them as we, get them edited up. Would you guys be open to that? Would that be something you want to watch, want to see, care about, or do you guys prefer, the live crap? Because we're going to do a bunch of post-production type videos from our trip anyway.
Yeah.
I've been dying to play around with some post-production software that I got.
Yeah, like we said earlier, we're going to be recording some rides and various other things, some shows and events, and it's not going to be live streamed at those moments. So we'll do post-production on those, put our intro to it, and kind of a close-up logo, and those will be posted on the channel as well.
Yeah, we're gonna try to keep a live show bi-weekly, barring anything happening. One of our mugs will try to be on here every other week.
There's actually going to be quite a few shows worth of stuff immediately after the convention, which is kind of strange, but just because of the booking windows for 8.
Yep.
There's going to be a series of that, and then like Adam said, it'll slow down for a bit, and it'll go down to bi-weekly or maybe even a little bit slower in some a bit in there, but then it'll pick back up again as planning windows come into into bays just like they've done. You know, ADRs and fast passes and all that stuff again comes back up and around. So.
Okay, so there, Carl put it out there. Carl says he only got 2 items for the live auction. So we're going to officially postpone the auction to a later date and make it a event that we're going to build up to going into summer of 2019. Carl, you can give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, if you like it or don't like it. But we're going to officially call it right here on this cast tonight. We're going to postpone the auction, but we are going to come up with shenanigans, pay for shenanigans. We're going to auction off Terry's head, pay to get Mr. Penguin to do things. We'll find other stuff to do. Carl is going to get his face painted like a panda if somebody will donate $100.
Done. They need a Mickey bar or a Dole Whip.
Oh yeah, that's one. If you could come up with $50, we will all eat a Dole Whip in front of Carl and deny him a Dole Whip.
There you go. Watch him squirm.
Somebody can pay for Jay not to drink. The problem is, Jay, is that we know that you'll sneak one. We'll have to pay. We'll have to. Not only will we have to pay for you not to drink, we'll have to pay somebody to watch you.
Right.
I can run interception on that.
There are too many instigators and contributors.
I know.
Hicks is going to be there. You know how that's going to go.
Oh God. You know, this is going to be my first time getting to hang out with Hicks. We've talked a bunch, but we've never gotten to hang out. I have a funny feeling he is going to be a bad influence.
Him and Angie are a lot of fun, though. I can't wait to repeat kimonos again. Hopefully Angie doesn't repeat, but
yeah,
kimono should be fun. They've got some new material, they said. They weren't going to give me any more details, but it's going to be a hell of a show, and you guys better be there.
I will tell you this. If that is one of my nights that I am fully off plan, it could be quality entertainment because you might get a redneck version of just about anything you can put in the jukebox. Get it done.
Kimonos is still tentatively on the bar crawl list. It's really dependent on that guitarist. But even if he is at Martha's, he tends to wrap up about 10 or 11, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
Martha's Vineyard.
But our dinner reservation is more of a late lunch, early supper kind of thing, right?
Yeah. 3 o'clock, so it's a kickoff.
Is it 3 or is it 3:30?
3 o'clock.
Okay. So we're going to eat.
3:05 for Beer Garden.
So we're going to eat.
Snow White right at 3, so we're hoping to get do Snow White with us there right away, and then we get it for Beer Garden.
What we'll need to do is some of us will need to go ahead and be in line for Snow White.
Yeah.
At like 2:15.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick thing though.
But
this goes back to what Adam and Joe were talking about with pictures. It's not going to be, there's going to be 15, 20 guys in there or more, but there's going to be one camera.
Yeah. Well, and we'll let the photo pass person take that one.
Yeah.
Anywhere we can take a photo and we let the photo pass people take it, guess what? That's the shot. But so
but we'll be done Beer Garden about 4:30. 4:30.
4:30 to 5. We were there for 2 hours last year.
Yeah,
we went through 2 full sessions. So
Kabuki Cafe is on the way to Rose and Crown. That's a quick stop. Rose and Crown, Boardwalk Joe's, again, another quick stop. So we should be in Bellevue by 7:30, most likely. Things will start to slow down a little bit by then because they've got comfy couches. Then it's over to Hurricane Hannah's and Martha's Vineyard. So we're looking at Martha's about 9, 10 o'clock. And Kimonos is actually open up later. So pretty good chance we'll be hitting kimonos. And if Martha's doesn't have the guitarist, we'll just go right from Boardwalk over to towards kimonos and be entertained with the singing. And we'll make an extra stop at Boardwalk Joe's for Adam to loosen up his vocal cords.
Well, why do I need to make an extra stop at Boardwalk Joe's? I'll just order some straight shots. I'll gargle with tequila and go.
And yeah, Kimono's got a good selection of sake too, so that'll get people singing.
That's the home of the pinky drinks.
It is, and that.
Pinky's out.
They've got some fantastic pinky drinks at Kimono's, in addition to the sake.
So,
hey, Michael, what happens in Orlando stays in Orlando.
Yeah, she's not with you, Mike. And I won't tell, I promise. Promise. I promise not to video it.
Just like the bathtub.
You come in my bathroom, you get what you get.
I got a soft line, am I right, or just me?
You got a soft line.
Yeah, my YouTube. Has got a soft line.
Oh, mine's still online.
That might be me.
I think that's you. I'm still clocking in on all my devices here.
There we go.
Well, good.
So, any other questions? Oh, hey, we picked up 2 more people. We lost 1 and picked up 3.
Hey, you guys subscribe. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, there's a bell down there at the bottom. See that little bell at the bottom of the screen? Click on that.
Just click it. You can sign out of YouTube and not get the alerts. Just click the bell. But again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. And thanks for planning on going to the DDCC. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to meet many of you, especially you, Darcy. I can't wait. I'll be head to toe in Notre Dame gear, give you a big old hug, and say, welcome to Disney World. Go Irish.
I promise you, Darcy, he won't be near his giddy if the 29th don't go his way.
That's true. Always got that going for you. Then I'll just have to give you a hug in crimson gear, I guess.
I will bring plenty to share.
I'll defect to the other side for the week. Including Randall.
Yes.
Including Carl.
I'm looking forward to some warm hugs, not from Olaf either.
I will tell you, Randall in a couple of weeks, so you know.
Hey, that would make an awesome photo. We need to get Randall giving Olaf a warm hug with Mr. Penguin.
There you go.
That would be number one. That'd be a great photo. I wonder if we could convince somebody that Randall on the scooter with Mr. Penguin was our special elderly friend. That would be all in a day's work. That might work in our favor too.
Right. So again, guys, if you've got your link to the DisDads giving page on Give Kids the World, continue to share that. Keep reminding people.
I will donate money for Jay to be Hodor for the day. And tote me around.
That would be funny.
Oh, come on. That would be awesome. Hodor? He doesn't know who Hodor is. That's even better.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, like Joe was saying, you know, with Christmas is coming up right around the corner, and we all know that wives never buy their gifts early. They're always going out last minute. So just tell them you don't want that last minute gift. Donate instead in your name to the DisDads Club, to the Give Kids the World Fund. Do that. If you're throwing a New Year's Eve party, scrounge for donations there, and share it around. And let's see if we can't see how close we can get to that $5,000 mark.
And when you share on social media, especially on Twitter and Instagram, make sure you include the hashtags, the Give Kids the World hashtags, WDW, anything like that that'll get picked up, because people are picking those up and repeating them. So we can really get this going.
So right now, looking on the club page at Give Kids the World, shout out to David Van Cleve, who's in the lead right now with his donations. $411 to him. That's awesome. Colin Carroll right behind him, $366 in donations under his name. So again, guys, share the link. Hit up your family, friends, whoever.
And we got
charity.
We got to give Murray a prop. Murray ended up with a $500 donation from his organization, and he didn't take credit for it. So I'm giving you mad props, Murray.
Yep. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you've got any organization like social groups that are not like nonprofit groups, but social groups that do stuff, hit them up. See if they got any end of the year money they want to get rid of. I asked and I was told no. We have a couple of different ones at work, but I asked too late. So next year I'm going to be hitting them up early in the year before they go through their money they give out to charity, and see if I can get a big donation out of the power company. Murray, you inspired me to do that.
Great idea.
Yeah, and I think Murray even reached out to a couple of bloggers and tried to get everybody to mention it during their podcast. So thanks, Murray, and anybody else who's done that.
And I don't know if anybody's listening. Props to Mike Rahman at Be Our Guest. He picked up our hashtag and sent it out a couple different times. And immediately after that, we got a few extra donations from people I had no idea who they were. So mad props to those guys for helping us out. We've invited a few guys from a few of the different podcasts to come to the picnic. So maybe they'll come, maybe they won't. Who knows? But if you know any of them personally, from any of the more popular groups or whatever, if you want to invite them to the picnic, by all means, invite them. And free food, free booze. Maybe they'll come hang out.
Yeah.
It's good pub for the group. We're trying to get the DisDads org branded as the DisDads org as an organization. We are, trying to do some good. We're trying to promote dads and all things dad-like and good behavior as best we can. But you guys know what we stand for and know what we want. Cool, Mike. I meant to ask you earlier. The few folks I talked to shot me down, telling me that they had already done their stuff for the year, but come see them about mid-year is when I was told. So when we kick this off again, we're gonna raise some money, because God knows that these sons of bitches got some money somewhere. Nothing's just dad like pull my finger. I swear to God, I am putting a sock covered in oregano oil under Carl's pillow. We'll wait till he's asleep and slip it in there. So he gets it all over his face and everything, and then he has to smell it for 3 days. Terry, I'm still staying even though we've got extra beds, I'm still sleeping on the air bed in the floor upstairs, and I'm locking the door. I'm expecting Terry to keep me safe. Because nobody will mess with Terry in the middle of the night. When he gets up with all that gear, that he looks like Darth Vader. So we're going to try to do some, post-production videos. We're going to have some fun. In all seriousness about the kidding, If you guys can help us come up with things that you would do, whatever. One of the things that you can do is you can hit us up on any of our pages, or you can make a donation. You can just go to the donation page, the DisDads donation page, and say, I donated $50, and in the notes put, for Carl to have to, I don't know, paint his face like a panda. And if we get enough money for Carl to paint his face like a panda, Carl paints his face like a panda. How awesome would it be to see Carl paint his face like a panda and go eat brunch at the California Grill?
For the kids.
For the kids. Belly flop contest.
That's probably just going to happen.
That's probably going to happen one way or the other. We might as well make some money for it. What else can we do? We got events with Mr. Penguin. We've got a Mickey bar eating contest. We probably have a Dole Whip eating contest. We will. You donate the money, we'll get our faces painted.
Yeah.
For $50. Hey,
you put in enough, we'll visit.
And Joe, that's a big deal.
We can make that happen.
We can make that happen.
Do you want me to bring it, or you got one you got in mind?
We appreciate it, Murray. I don't know whether you heard us or not, but we tried to give you a big shout out for that. That was awesome. It inspired a bunch of us to go seeking out funds from organizations. That made a big hit in our goal. We thought about doing some face painting. That's been talked about several times. We'll have to pick a day, because I definitely want to shave whatever before I get face painted, because it gets all up in your whatever if you're not clean shaven, and it just is a mess.
Oh, you prissy little.
Well, if I had a beard or whatever, that's fine. They work around that. But when you're just scruffy or 5 o'clock shadow, I did that once, and it doesn't stick good. It just runs off when you sweat. It just comes right off.
Oh yeah.
And so you don't have a nice face. You have just this pile of crap on your face, and you look like Tammy Faye Baker that got beat upside the head.
Does that cost double?
Yeah, sure. Michael, Joe offered to bring you the shirt. He'll bring you a shirt to wear. So we'll come up with some things. I think for $100, Terry can wear a tutu for a day. For $100, Terry, you'd wear a tutu, wouldn't you?
For the kids.
No.
For the kids. I mean, we might have to get 2 or 3 of those and put them together. Remind me to send you a tutu picture from one of the Halloween parties we went to, Terry. I got a real good one, and I got a real bad one.
Anything for the kids.
Anything for the kids.
We need someone for. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, because we'll be there at ours is the first seating for the dinner hour at 3 o'clock. That's when it changes over.
Yeah, we started at 3 to get the lunch pricing, but then they took away the lunch pricing and made it the same. But technically, it's still the end of the lunch window.
So we might be able to, since we're there, we might be able to do the Beer Master for. That would be kind of cool. I wonder if we show up at one of the, we do need to decide what day we're going to wear our convention shirts. We might need. I really think we should tell everybody to wear their convention shirts on Friday. That way, when we show up to picnic, we have our convention shirts on, but you've got our convention shirts on out running around during the day for stuff. I think that would look good. Take a big picture. I'm planning on running around that morning for a little while, and then being back at the house probably about noon, 1 o'clock to get stuff ready for the picnic.
Friday would be great, because I think that's going to look really good for Rock and Roller Coaster and Slinky Dog
Yep. So
ride photos and
so officially we are calling it now. Wear your DisDads convention shirt on Friday. If you don't have one, that gives you plenty of time to find me to get one before Friday morning. Yeah, we could wear them. We can throw them in the washing machine, wear them to get kids the world. I'm good with that.
Yep.
I'm totally good. Hey, Jay, by the way, since you're listening, I did get you 2 shirts. I had to pay a little extra to get your shirts, but I got you 2 shirts. Maybe pay for some special songs and singers to carry. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah. Request. We pay for play karaoke if we make it to the karaoke bar.
Yeah.
And we'll just put the tripod up with the camera on it and leave it going. Yeah, I'm good with that. Actually, we can pull the laptop out there because there'll be Wi-Fi in the hotel.
Right.
Full on curated. What else can we do?
I
pay Terry to see it. You make it 50, I'll sing it with him.
Oh, I got a crack.
I'll pay $25 for Jay to sing "Sweet Home Alabama."
That would be a deal. Sure.
Yeah, we could figure that out.
We can make it happen for the kids.
There is a very Jay's like, oh hell. I was sitting here counting in my head. Okay, we've made it to 15 seconds. That's about the delay time.
Jay, what's that price on wearing a Notre Dame shirt?
It's slightly less than wearing an Alabama shirt.
He'll already have his fire department shirt, but we're talking pure Notre Dame at this
point. What else but yeah, you guys keep the stuff coming. We need to come up with a good way to collect ideas on things to do.
We're going to open that up to the larger group.
Yeah, we're going to put that out there. But we'll need to have like a running thread or something. Like we need to start a thread, and that if you want us to do something, it's got to go in that thread.
Yeah.
We got to have a way to sort it out. We can't have a bunch of yah-yahing on it either.
Yeah, because all the guys that don't get to come, or that are not coming this year, probably need to participate.
Yeah.
Or I could just set up a text number, and they could text to one of my.
We'll figure it out.
Numbers. That might work. You want us to do something, you text to this number, and then we'll try to make it happen.
Yeah.
That way, I can send it to a script, because I think I can write an if script that'll pick up that, and then we can. Because it's just easy for people to text. That's and then I don't have to try to sort through something. It just drops it to a spreadsheet for me. Get too techy. I'll have to do it beforehand because I ain't doing any tech gear when I get down there. The only tech stuff I'm doing down there is this video stuff.
Podcast. And recording.
This is fun. This is important stuff.
For the kids.
What else can we... We'll come up with a way. We'll come up with a good way to keep everybody in the loop on that. Because some of it is I don't want everybody to know. You know what I'm saying? What they're asking us to do, because it'd be fun to say, okay, we've had a bid for this, and now we're going to do this live at this time, and that be fun to do.
Yeah.
And we can up the ante for some stuff, and we can say we've been asked to do this, but we haven't got enough funds for this. The opening, if we can raise this much money, we'll do it.
Yep. That means pooling funds. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
We can do some pooling funds for that. But we'll
We got
just
two
have
more. We got 2 more shows coming up, so
we'll come up with something.
more details.
Yeah, that night of the 3rd, I'm gonna see if I can get Alan to be on the 27th and do that, and then we can do the 3rd to just kind of do a little. Yeah, I'm cool with Bippity Boppity Boutique, Murray, except for the fact that we'd have to spend more than we can actually get come in. I mean, so you gotta. That's one thing we got to be careful with is it's got to be something that I would be willing to spend the money on because I'm spending money out of my pocket to go do something that somebody else is making a donation for me to do.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna spend $100,
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, you got to think if you're donating $80 and it's costing you $75, it's not happening. You donate, you raise $200 for that, then yeah, I'll pay.
Well, yeah, and I'm cool with that. If the person pledging wants to send me $75 via PayPal and then send $100 to Give Kids the World, then I'm kind of okay with that. But then part of me goes, well, they could have just sent the $175 to Give Kids the World.
Right.
So it's
gets us doing stupid stuff too.
Yeah, it's it's kind of we got to hit that happy medium where I don't feel bad about doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, we don't want to end up spending more money doing shenanigans, and we could have just sent it all to Give Kids the World and raised our pricing. So Mickey bars, things like that, those make sense. $5 a pop, no big deal.
I mean, Joe's gonna spend $100 on Mickey bars anyway.
That's gonna happen anyway.
So I mean, so if somebody pays him, $50 to eat 100 Mickey bars, then he's not out any money, and it'd be fun to see him do it at one sitting. Speaking of which, that's one thing we got to do on that Thursday, Joe, is we got to go by and see if we can use my discount card at one of the value resorts to pick it up. And he'll talk like a pirate anyway. He does that after three drinks.
Pretty much, yeah.
See
the flag.
It already happens. It's hence the friendly Canadian pirate. And some of you don't understand the joke behind the friendly Canadian pirate. My kids started calling me my Canadian pirate friend. After seeing a picture of me and Terry together, the whole goatee, whatever, they started referring to him. He's like, oh, he kind of looks like a pirate. And then they started referring to him as my Canadian pirate friend, and it just sort of stuck. And then when I told Terry this last year, it just sort of caught on. And it's been downhill since then. So he's been the CPF for a long time now. Canadian pirate friend. And I will say that I don't know that we can have any more fun than we had with #ThePanda.
It was fun.
That was fun. That's almost worth paying the money to go back up there. Yeah. I wonder what they would do if we took like 20 of us up in there with Disney shirts on to see #. I need to see if we might have a hookup that we might could get in. If we can get in for nothing, we'll go. Let me work on that. We may have to buy somebody some drinks, but I might can figure that out. I've got a possible friend that could might figure something out for us.
There we go.
I'll invite them to the ball game Monday night. We'll get them good and schnockered.
There we go. Get them to commit.
Making a list, checking it twice. Yes, I have friends. You're one of them, Jay. Jay wondering if I got friends. I got friends.
I got friends in low places.
In low places. Where the rum drowns.
High places, too.
Yeah, I know. Jay's pretty high. I had to look up to him.
What was your drive, Terry? 46 hours?
46 hours. That 46-hour drive for me.
46 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry ain't driving that.
Nope. we won't see Terry until the convention's over.
Wow. You need to move further south, Terry.
I do. We'll see how things go with the neighbor.
Yeah, depending on that situation, you might be moving. Terry is relocating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did take Carl, what, 18 hours? Something like that? Something ridiculous?
Well, if he hadn't gone down that other highway trying to bypass the freeway and then got stuck and had to backtrack all the way back to where he started from, he might have been there.
Oh, that's nasty.
I don't know. Is Darcy further than you are, Terry?
No, Darcy's east
Okay.
coast.
So yeah, Terry's probably is Van Cleve up in Washington?
Van Cleve's south of me, so he'll be a few hours faster.
Yeah, he stays back.
Yeah,
Close.
Terry's.
Nobody's beating Terry. Unless
I was
you're
gonna say
coming from Hawaii
the only one that would beat, I think, that would match you or beat you would be Michael if he was coming from up somewhere in Alaska.
Is that where he's at now? I thought he was still Alaska or still.
He's bouncing around. He's been in Washington, he's been in Alaska, and he's been in somewhere in California. They keep moving him around.
Oh, okay.
But he's probably not coming either.
Yeah.
When I talked to him the other night, he's got some things going on that may not allow that to happen.
Oh, man.
So we're down some guys this year, even though we've got a bunch of new guys.
We got a bunch of new guys, but we're down some stables. We haven't been able to get any of those Brits to come yet.
It'll come.
Yeah, I hear that.
This may be the year that pushes Paul and Dan to the breaking point. If there's 30-something of us completely online doing whatever shenanigans all the time, we'll just have to make sure that we're doing some shenanigans when it's in Paul's uptime window.
Yeah.
We'll
keep in mind the Lawsons have got a big vacation coming up at the end of the fall of this year anyway, so there'll be a whole bunch of them in Disney World.
Yeah, there'll be a whole bunch of them at Disney World in August. But what I'm saying is, if he has to watch us, we make sure we schedule some things that are right there in that British time zone window.
Oh yeah.
I think we can make that happen. We can taunt him.
Catch him late at night when it's early morning for him.
Yeah. We'll taunt him just a little bit on his way to work.
Getting coffee and stuff, getting ready to go.
Getting coffee, getting ready to go, and he's being taunted just slightly. We might have him at 8 or 9 if we keep it up.
And Dan's got no excuse.
Yeah, and Dan, like independently wealthy or something like that, he can just come when he wants to.
He should.
He's James Bondish. He probably works for MI6 or something over there.
Yeah, a whole bunch of guys that have been in the past that did get to make it this year. I know, Tony'd love to come. I know Paul and Timothy are just, chomping at the bit, not being able to come this year. Tim's already made his post.
I have not ruled out the fact that we might see Paul. I just have this sneaking suspicion he jumps on a plane and comes down for a couple of days.
Yeah, that Gearin guy doesn't even exist. He keeps telling stories. Somebody keeps signing into our live streams named Tim Gearin, but I've not yet to see him.
Yeah.
So distance-wise, yeah, the excuse me, sorry.
Terry's still hacking up a lung. Hopefully he will get rid of that lung fungus before he comes down.
Yeah. Dan Hall and the Lawson clan are about 1,200 miles farther from Disney World than I am. They'd have a longer drive, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that ferry.
The ferry's a little slower. If they're using their aqua car there, it's
All right, guys, we're sitting about an hour and 45-minute mark.
Yeah, I guess we can wind it down.
Want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and very Happy New Year. We'll
Hey, it's the day. It's the day after the DisDads. Speaking of Christmas, we should have got some Christmas presents yesterday.
Oh yeah, the DisDads gift exchange. If you were part of that.
If you were part of the DisDads Christmas exchange, the reveal was technically yesterday. I haven't looked to see if anybody's pictures come up.
There's been quite a number. Not everybody's received their stuff yet.
Okay, yeah, I know.
There is a thread.
My dad won't receive his because my butt forgot to put it in the mail on time.
I did that one year, and luckily the dad was coming to the convention, so I was able to hand deliver it. But
yeah, he wouldn't have got it till February.
Yeah.
Terry, we're laughing about that, but I mailed a package to Terry on the 10th or 11th of November, and he just got it today.
The funny thing is that package originally went from Washington State to you, but the damn thing went by mule train because it took like 15 days to get from Washington State to you, and then redirected to me, and it took a month to come back to me. It's a 6-hour drive from where I'm at to where it was at originally.
At Chinese inspection, they stuck it out there on the docks and said, "We'll get to it when we get to it."
It's the silly they don't ship to Canada kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show this evening. I hope you guys continue to enjoy the shows. If you enjoy those, if you like what we do, let us know. Let us know what you'd like to see, like what you'd like to hear. I mean, to me, I'm going to talk to Jerry and Toe.
Did our names change?
Yeah. Jerry and Toe. I just swapped the T and the J around. I'm going to talk to Terry and Joe regardless. But it's a lot of fun to do it this way, and we get to share and do some stuff. Is that outdoor kitchen post in main page? What do you mean? Is that outdoor kitchen post? There is.
I posted up some photos earlier today saying, "Hey, anybody ready to play pool, do a cookout, or swim in the pool?" And that cookout is the actual what they're calling the outdoor kitchen, the grill and the little
There's
thing.
There's a 3-tier on the back side, front side of the house. There's there's a patio, a balcony, and a balcony. And I'm kind of looking forward to sitting out there with Terry and having some coffee and watching some stupid golfers. It won't be as much fun as watching the giraffes walk by, but maybe I'll bring the BB gun. We'll shoot some golfers.
Or
actually, that'd be quality entertainment. Think about that. So yeah, we if you guys like this and are enjoying it, we're going to keep doing it, but we'll add more content that you guys like. Maybe it'd be more entertaining to other people or whatnot. When we do the live shows, we're going to do some. I'm going to figure out how to do some of these one-on-one interviews in some interesting places. There's a few guys I think that are coming that have never ridden Slinky Dog, that have never ridden Flights of Passage, a few of the other stuff. We're definitely going to do some Cooking with Carl episodes just for the sheer entertainment value. We might do a few live ones. We definitely might do a few that go into post-production.
There'll be mixology with Chris.
Yes, mixology with Chris.
Oh yeah, cocktails with Chris.
Getting drunk with Terry.
That video just sort of starts when you wake up.
Yeah, whiskey bent and hellbound. Jay, we're going to talk about that. I'm working on that. The Gilberts are doing Universal for the majority of this trip. I'm very happy for them because I think that Jay's kids are going to love it.
They are going to love it. Absolutely.
Jay, if there is not a picture with you dancing with #ThePanda, you have failed.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oops. Don't let them watch this. Hey, Gilbert kids, sorry. But I expect a picture with Jay and #ThePanda. And it has to top. I should put the one up of Terry and #ThePanda belly to belly because that one was awesome right now. I will send you that picture, Jay. It is an awesome photo. It is in my top 10 photos of friends. Okay, so those of you that don't know, and this is, we're DisDads or whatever, but there is at the Jimmy Fallon, whatever that thing is, the ride is horrible. It is one of the worst rides you will ever get on in your life. It is horrible. It's not even worth riding. But the queue to the Jimmy Fallon ride is like going through time to the Tonight Show. And at the end of it, there is all these clips of the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and they have the Barbershop Quartet come out and sing. They have #ThePanda comes out and dances around and does stuff. And it's just, oh my goodness, it's hilarious. We sat in there, 45 minutes?
Oh,
45 minutes, watched the whole set twice. And one of them is because we thought one of the guys that was in the Barbershop Quartet singing, we had met the night before at Edison.
Yeah, it was the guy.
And he was dressed in steampunk. And everything. And I'm pretty sure he recognized Terry and I because he kept looking at us. And I don't think it was because we were acting goofy, but it was oh yeah. Cause he sat down with us at the Edison and had, a 20-minute conversation, about things in the Edison opening. So yeah, we're going to have a good time with that. Jay, if I can work it out, at least a few of us may come up, on the front end or the back end. We'll figure it out. I'll let you know what I figure out. What else have we got? Oh, Terry, did you see the rum bar that I sent you that's up there?
The which?
The rum bar that has 100 rums. It's at one of the Universal hotels. I'm like, come on, Disney. You're gonna step up you're going to have to step up your game there, Disney.
100 different rums. We'll have to test that out. See if there really are 100 different ones.
That
might be 8 or 9.
If I can't get my hookup to come through with something, we might have to have a conversation with Chris and see, because I think he has to get them on base or something special like that or whatever. But I enjoy a good day at Universal, especially if it's not crowded. But yeah, we're gonna do some special interviews, some special things. We're gonna try to do a few things for folks. I want some first impressions of stuff. After our day at Give Kids the World, we're gonna sit down and have an interview session and talk to everybody. What else are we gonna plan, Joe? I know we got several other things planned.
Yeah, it's just going to be one continuous event after another. Like I say, we gotta make sure that we cover, all the new guys. Definitely somewhere, like you said, mid trip or maybe near the end of the trip. Figure out, sometime we can interview the new guys and say, what have you thought? What do you think of the DDC? And are you looking forward to coming back next year? Because remember, during this one, we're going to be building for the next one. So More to go.
I think Terry's ready for us to speed up here.
No. Darcy's comment about.
Oh, you're swiping right, swiping
left,
okay. Right. I was like, what the world is that? I see it now. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna give this one last thing for questions or comments, and then if not, we're gonna roll the end credits. So you got 20 seconds if you've got a comment for us to be able to see it from the time you hear this. If not, we're gonna start winding down. I've enjoyed tonight. This is a great way for me to pass the time while I'm in a whole tide. Oh my God, Jay just yelled roll tide. Love you, brother.
Nothing wrong with that boy.
Everybody loves a winner.
Jay, are you okay? You having a stroke? Or you drunk? What's up?
He may have just died.
He was playing around and hit enter on accident. I know he did.
Yeah. So
again, guys, we got another show coming up on the 27th after Christmas. I hope you guys have a great holiday with your families.
Get everything you wanted for Christmas. I hope Santa Claus is good to you. Santa Claus is making me go away with my in-laws this weekend. So if I'm not on the 27th, you know, something bad happened. I may need a rescue. Be interesting. They don't watch any of my shenanigans, so I can say whatever I want to about it. Santa's going to bring him a new car. Yeah, good luck with that, Carl. So we wish you a Merry Christmas from the Rum Ramblings crew. Terry,
happy holidays.
Myself, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. You just ended Hanukkah. To all of my brothers out there, we wish you happy holidays. We will see you on the 27th for the next show. And until then, we are signing out. Good night. Stay tuned for the closing credits.
Rum Ramblings has been brought to you by members of the DisDads Club. Due to the consumption of 99 barrels of rum, we do this for viewers like you. We hope you've enjoyed this production and will join us again. See you real soon.